Man says, so look, as after an album, our president Mayengani, track one ever president by Mayengani, Asher na meaning she said, I go everything that exists is under my leadership. I am the president.
My baba jaro flying bacha danuna city. Oh, even I'm gonna they channel that man.
Ni live ka interview ya mai baba se unlock ta improve la ku ayitsikananga inkomo ndabuyela hansi.
Imai baba
vavhakachesi vamwe vatsaka vakwai kuti matosi kirikiri
jaro kula imbacha danun ashitivi
I'm gonna tala vina. Like that's fair food.
walava awulava
It doesn't.
Jaimito, imfana wale msafikani, imai baba jaro kula imbacha tanuna shiti, yimanime amagalaka, de chame the messages. De chane the messages the moon, agu ambo kwata, yay, walaba, oh love it, it does go, yay. Yawen, Imaninu Amugalaka, the only channel that matters to watch. Kavidule, Yavala, Dr. Thomas Chauke, na Mayengani. Yavala, President Mayengani, Basukotile, ku Hula Kumu dislaunch, Kumu Teka Gaza over the most dominant figure. Losaka music watch tonga ka Gaza or ka tonga in general. So we need to give context to that, and if any vulala solution of ufa lisunga nan tokoto kare lisunga tenda ko hiwona ku makali ya queen. So the episode number 5 nyempi, this is not about peace. I know I'm gonna catch already, but this is not about peace, this is about me. Yeah, okay, yamashweni loku ujoyina abakhandle like manje xihundla xin'wana hambileswi va nga ta ni holovisa vanhu vini va vakhandle. So mina mali ya rent usually na hakela hi mali ya vakhandle. So what I do is each and every month I get paid for referring people. So loko ni fika ni joyinisa vanhu, if ni joyinise 10 ya vanhu, it means in the next 3 months I will have like 1,000. So if every month I do that with my policy number, and then I make money through that. So I make sure each and every time I have certain number of members that are joined through me, and they use my policy number as a referral. So that's how I survive here. So so that's how I make money through account. So now I'm going to join it. So smart, if you are smart, what you join that basic one, that one year 50 rand. So when you start liking it, okay, this policy I think is working for me and it's good, might help me when I need it, you can start upgrading it to 130 or 150. So yeah. So this is the policy, not the burial thing. You go tam disala mucho, aina mucho you disala shisopfuneta nkosini mali mavoko TMC na swo tala man mara abakutisela bookies a police lexa ina ni minister ko ikulu a vulavula ni Dr. Thomas Chauke. Dr. Thomas Chauke munhu loyi a nga wona ti-awards, munhu loyi a ri na vavasati vo tala, i munhu loyi a nga na matimba loko swi ta ka swa tipolotiki. Loko zo vona munhu a va dokodela i na influence yo karhi, in a team you can like behind him that made that thing to be possible. I would take it like it has to go through some political influence. If you can check out Dr. Kezam Taung got that thing. Julius Malema was merely involved in pushing him to be a doctor. So yeah, so that's where you see the influence at Dr. Thomas Chauke, because he was honored twice. And to show that this guy has so much power and influence, Dr. Thomas Chauke, when he was honored to be our Dokodela, he made an album, yeah, Jehovah Shkumbu Shamatil, it's number 8, the one guy is Jehovah. Ivi, loko chika ka gazi kuna ba Dr. General Muska, Dr. Joshi Rimani, Dr. Sandlen Chavalala, Dr. George Maleke, Dr. Majuli, Dogodela Watikuli. I don't understand why Tiko loves Shinyori Arungwana so. But anyway, the way Latiko 2008. What else? Kudama Dogodela Yotalango of Gaza because of the influencing at Dr. Thomas Chauke, because they are not enough. So in my own opinion, that shows the power laying at Shinyori. Loko staka swa dokodela and the influence leswaku loko mi tshameni kayane ba believe ku loko xilo lexi vula hi Xinyori hi xona loko wo endla xi xa wrong kaya va ku nani na ngoma ya Xinyori yiri loko wo holova na nsati wa wena va ku na ngoma ya Xinyori yiri hileswaku va believe ku loko vo ze va ku tshayela marito lama nga vula hi Xinyori i ntiyiso kasi ngoma i ngoma yi ta ku holovisa na nsati swa yo ta ativa ngoma ta n'wana tiva luti ilusa na vasati va hina ke vo va hipi na vasati va vona. So that's Xinyori for you. Dr. Thomas Chauke is involved in from the first instrument until the end of the vocal and the last instrument. So he's a guy that is merely involved. He's a very respectable figure and imunwe ahlonipha because angala kudeleriwa. So this one and if you check his fan base gets to be very sensitive. He catch fast, you quarter fast. So they look at the guy, they look at the man, why is it na? And so why is because when I'm kumbe khavara na kokwana shuku lonkulu ino yin'wananga boso imani n'wanangu na joha mara leswaku lonkulu ino so we're able to engage everyone. So hi tlula ya kwenu ya ka Benny Mayengani, President Benny Mayengani, muranga phanda, the graduate. You see leswi ni nga sungulisa swona ku introduce Benny Mayengani, you can tell the charisma that he has. Like he's very charismatic. Kuba charismatic ne, I might not define it, but it's to have like a certain character trait yaku was kota kunyanyula vanhu. Like imani mneka xikombiso wangona Jacob Zuma is very charismatic, wangona Cyril Ramaphosa he's not. Cyril Ramaphosa ka vulavula wa bora loko a wu engisela xipicela a wu hlweli ku boreka, but because Julius is very charismatic, for example, or Zuma, Julius is very charismatic. You are able to listen to Julius for 40 minutes, but you can't listen to your own president for 30 minutes. Because what's kota kunyanyula. That's what that can be doing one thing queen, but because they lack charisma and being informed about cool. So Benny Mayengani is very charismatic. It's one of the greatest things that he ever has. That's why no go check look at live, no go and I didn't see him. Like every time he speaks, man, you'll always get something stupid. Just like Gagash, very charismatic. Yeah, Yaka Benny Mayengani is a very smart, intelligent guy, but stupid at the same time. Yeah, he can do something that you never expected him to do, and like you can just go on stage and say something that he never thought of. So take a last stage and then so that is the level of stupidity that gets to him when he sees that he's in charge. So you know when you're in charge, when you're so powerful, hey, I need to maintain this gear, I need to maintain this thing. If I know what I drive, papa can't say the BM, it looks to me. Then one says, look, I can't look more if I'm a 240 man, when I says N1. It looks to me. What a music, when you know, yeah, like Kunyanyu win. If I find a allow. So look, for you give him but some what about an accident? So that's how Benny Mayengani is. The power and influence. Today we have Gondi Boy. When Gondi Boy got famous was through imitating Benny Mayengani. Just give an example. Your favorite Mr. Post. When you got famous, it was through imitating Benny Mayengani. So that is the power and the influence. Benny Mayengani emunwe akota ko hlash tlhokovetselo and utilize them as contextually for his own benefit. That is why look I imbelela ngaku sometimes awumutwi mara Xinyori utamutwa ngofika wamisa rito rin'we uma xiri ku bendo tele disconnect message mara Benny Mayengani anguba hilayeli kumbe hi verse unga twa nchumu. And he is a lazy lyrical genius. hambileswi van'wani va titwa mavito ya lyrical genius i ya vona hi ku yeyi ni khome channel yin'wana ya matimba ngopfu channel yi nga na more than 20,000 subscribers loko no hlayela kusukela ka 1 ya fika ka 20,000 u nga tshuka u nga fikanga especially loko huma ka Mdavula. So did Benny Mayengani ever intend to take over from Benny Mayengani from Dr. Thomas Chauke? Ntiso wa mhaka hi leyi, loko munhu un'wana na un'wana a sungula i lava the best of the current best, mara hi ku ya hi mina I don't think Benny Mayengani a leswaku ni la ku tlula Xinyori, mara swi nge endleki ka norho wa yena as an artist a nga vuli ku I want to be like Xinyori kumbe ni la ku va bela like Xinyori, mara ku nga leswaku ni la ku ta swi lwisa. So when the opportunity came yo alwa na Xinyori, he did not wait for any other opportunity, he utilized it. That's how Benny Mayengani is smart. Swilo leswi triggeriwe yini na? Swi triggeriwe hi ti-awards ta MLFM ta 2011 leswi nga endlaka ku ya endliwa na risimu ra Pawu ra N'wana, right? So hi 2010 ximatsatsa number 30 was released loko va amukela gawini leriya ya a vona nsimu ta rin'wana nsimu leri tsundzukaka ro ra Jehovah na rin'wana futhi wa nga ondza ko sala nhloko ni lava mali ya mina a nga dlaya vuxaka hi mali ya ni vona luza waiti mali ya mina ya laveka u nga dlaya vuxaka. So ni rin'wana ta nsimu Benny Mayengani hi 2011 a humesa tibabele. So ximatsa Jehovah yi huma hi vo December, loko liya ya Benny Mayengani yi huma hi vo March, it means ti hume in the same season. Swi fana na football, loko swi huma in the same season it means ti ya competela ti-awards ta 2011 by September or by November, whatever, right? So hi leswi swi nga endlisa xiswona hi laha ku nga huma ti-album tete. So laha vanhu vo tala va ri information ya ka Munghana Lonene ni yi kuma kwini? Twani ku hlayelela hi 2011 best newcomer a ku ri Aliyah, gospel song a ku ri Worship House Ndza Khensa, xingondo song a ku ri Zozo Mali, disco song a ku ri Joshi Rimana na vangoni va Ndhawu Mahlebe Zulu hi tiva ku yi nga popular. Female artist of the year a ku ri Manliya ya Phundu, male artist of the year a ku ri Benny Mayengani. Leyi award a nga yi siyela Mr Post leyi sweswi yi dyaku hi Mr Post. For the past 3 years Mr Post has been winning this award ya male artist of the year. Duo or group a ku ri Dr Thomas Chauke and Xinyori Sisters. Dance or house song a ku ri Oskido Banana Mavoko, which area Ganyani, but there va tsele ku Ganyani Mavoko va ndzele ku Banana Mavoko la ni nga yi kuma ko information leyi. Most popular song a ku ri Dr Thomas Chauke and Xinyori Sisters ku nga Muhisi wa Ritswa. Song of a decade Matiphina, Dr Thomas Chauke. Most popular song of the year Dr Thomas Chauke, Muhisi wa Ritswa. I think Maria towards the end of the album, maybe track 8, 7, 8, 9, 10 kwa like similar la ringa kona. Dr Thomas Chauke similar winning song of the year matshan'wini ya Benny Mayengani ya tibabene. And let's be honest, a yimele ntiyiso a ku cina tibabene hambi na nga ri busy music, but that time we all knew ku nkarhi loyi a ku ciniwa tibabene, right? So Benny Mayengani leswi swi n'wi tovencila, Benny Mayengani leswi swi n'wi khoma kahle. Benny Mayengani yi swi voni leswaku leri the-award there was level of corruption, but let us take a different look at it and then let us look at it this way. That time a ku ri nkarhi wa Xinyori, those were the year ends, like a ku ri towards end point ya Xinyori. So nkarhi lowu a swi tika ku you can go against Xinyori. A swi nga olovi ku mi nga teka award mi nyika a newcomer nje mi tshika Xinyori. Na va swi ta va tikela because Xinyori still had so much power and influence in the music. Ku komba ku me timhaka ta le ka MLFM a no tikuma kun'wana na kun'wana va ze va n'wi vutisa xinyori va ku nani dokodela why mi nga kombisi tinsimu ta n'wi ku hi ta kota ku ta ti tlanga ka Munghana Lonene. Dokodela a va hlamula a ku mina tinsimu a ni chayeli MLFM ni chayela vaseketeri that's why namuntlha leswi a nga chayeli nghoma ta va 2 minutes yo. So sweswo swi endla ku va teka award liya va yi nyiketa Xinyori. Loko va yi nyiketa Xinyori award liya a ku ri mhaka ya the power and the influence that the guy had at the point in time, and a swi ta va tikela ku a va ri nominated va nga n'wi cheli. That's why masiku lama they don't even nominate him no loko a humesa album. Why? Va avoid those mini fights. Right? We are back. I'm going to go to Benny Mayengani now. Benny Mayengani released an album of President Benny Mayengani. The word president, it speaks to power. It was not about fighting those who Dr. Joe and there was no fights at that time. So I'm the president here. No. Okay, but I am the president. So she means that Benny Mayengani no one will go against Xinyori at that time. And Xinyori pala amun wagu but Benny Mayengani the courage of none. E khale ti tseketsela na hari na bot wa wena. E khale ni tseketsela tinkambi na hari na bot wa wena. Se license leyi ni nikiwe hi yena bot wa wena. So beef leyi illegal. Let's go. Man, this is so. Look, as after an album, our President Mayengani, track one even President Mayengani, assured na meaning she said. Everything that exists is under my leadership. I am the president. I will go to some of the lyrics. Munu uri wale kuchika leka maphalole ahonza geyana aya chika le mananga. So munhu uri va loko chika le ka maphalula a hundza giyana ya chika le mana hilera ku dokodela your end point was here mara now u tlele kwini leswaku kahle kahle your end point was in 2010 or 2009 or I was that 2010 that's why swi fanele swi hiloko hi 2011 sa ku ri nkarhi wa mina wa Benny Mayengani. So munhu uri va loko ku chika ka maphalula leswaku u rivala ku stopa kwala afana like the best dancer knows when to get off the stage. So tiva ku nkarhi wa wena u hundzini even as a YouTuber loko so swi vona so loko jamukeni tshika manyanga tsonga tshika n'wana sisi cheka right. So hileswa line ya a vula sweswo ku nani munhu u rivala ku chika like know your end point because now mi ta yiva na swilo swa vana hi mhaka I'm like khomelela hileswaku look, our political leader, you are so obsessed with power, you don't want to leave power. Dokodela Mayengani wa vulavula. Dokodela Mayengani wa ni patlanya. Hileswaku otolo aku dokodela Mayengani wa ni patlanya, not dokodela Mayengani wa vulavula. Dokodela Mayengani wa ni patlanya. Hileswaku dokodela iko mara kahle me dokodela. It's like I'm not scared. I'm confronting this man head on. Ayihlali phansi ibamba umthetho. So your time has expired. Tshama hansi u teka umthetho ka bafana ba moya se bafikile. Yeah, President Mayengani wa vulavula. So only the president n'we mi nga hanya sweswi mi tiva ku sweswi ku nga va na COVID. Mi tiva ka president yena a ri wana nga ta ku byela ku sweswi tshama hansi u bamba umthetho. A ku nga humi 8 nge humi. A ku nga humi 10 nge huma hambi u kwata wa lava u lavi. That is the power of president. A ku kahlali phansi baba umthetho. Abe a ku hosi imani, boso imani, lonkulu inoyi. So a swi tiva ku loko album leyi huma President Mayengani is a diss track song, Bawa Ramwane is a diss track song, vanhu va ta ku se wa delela se ina makatla a fana nga vulavulanga leswi nkulu wa munhu a fana nga endlangi swilo swa ku tani ya mavona loko u kuma ku men ni fika la ni vulavula ku biya hi dokodela ne va start to be like wa delela and stuff like that, but like ni vulavula ntiyiso hina hi chava xikwembu lonkulu inoyi. So loko ka n'we miri loyi munhu loyi inkulu ni nga n'wi khuzi ni nga vulavuli hi yena swi ri inoyi mabo akuna boso la misaveni ya maneve ka kwani awa hosi imana akuna hosi ayi hosi futhi hosi ikhona mara yena ayi hosi lonkulu imana mabo mingafananisi history na science nikombela ka ni nga yi hlavuteli mara if kuna munhu loyi a twisaka marito lamaya nikombela a hi hlamusela ni khome xo tika va ri lava matiko he knew that the guy is talented, he knew that this thing was in his blood, so he knew ku ri i ta yelwa nyimpi leyi ya ka power ra n'wana leyi nga va obvious ngopfu kumpela leyi a ri ku nyimpi power ra n'wana loko va dzaku power ra n'wana like a ri dyiwi usually loko wo fika u teka swakudya swa n'wana u dya va ta ku dyela n'wana u teka power ra n'wana so yeah na leswi swa ku loko hina va le Msambikani loko endliwe mapawa a ta vona ku na lama nga ta ku leswiya swa vana leswi loko u fika dya ku dye power ra n'wana wa va that's why loko za ku dye power ra n'wana kahle ka va loko emphutini wa yi dya swilo swa swihlangi na wa va Benny Mayengani i va mani va nga bomisa Xitsonga ivi a sungula ku va hlaya na va hlaya hinkwawo for the purpose of this video and for the history i te hi tiva Xirinda Khatisa Chavalala Mthombeni Makhuvele HW Salimina Dumezulu Vamadyaku Bomba John Mayengani Goodman Ngule. These were some of the founders and the historic people ka Vatsonga lava nga sungula ku bomisa Xitsonga ku ya hi Benny Mayengani. But the person who made Xitsonga music to be popular and to be so monetized to be a point ya ku yeah like hinkwenu kule hi cina yena hayi genge leyi rasela ku everyday sweswi i Dr. Thomas Chauke tsundzuka Celestin a rhandza Dr. Thomas Chauke hi ndlela yin'wana yo hlamarisa mara a swi ni hlamarisa ni vona na tiko na sweswi n'wi rhandza hi ndlela so a vula ku mdala i yive power ra n'wana a wu endlela ku yini ku u yive power ra n'wana vana va swi voni ku u yive power ra n'wana mi ti cincela xiyimo mu yive power ra n'wana madala wa madala wo yiva power ra n'wana a ku ri most popular song of the year so that's how this beef came about. Dr. Josh, Dr. Thomas Chauke. So I will record song of the year. But honestly speaking, without fear of contradiction and with the highest respect, Benny Mayengani deserved that song. So Benny Mayengani relationship here, Benny Mayengani and MLFM, I used to nkati sungunzeswi. Saswe hlamaris na namtana swi. Mara yo tshemba ku leswi nga na vurhangeri bya nyuwani maybe byi ta n'wi consider. So it was that diss track song that sparked everything that was very obvious ya ku kuna nyimpi ka vanhu lava. So did Benny Mayengani win the game? Benny Mayengani was very smart and very courageous to fight this man because no one would want to fight this man. No one would want to provoke Dr. Thomas Chauke. No one, even today. Angakwa munhu anga fika vulavula chaka Dr. Thomas Chauke. Hambi lava nga tsala tibuku va endla mihlolo leyi hinkwayo. They know they are still they were in court, like they all used pieces of anything that they could use to fight the person who wrote the book about the biography of Dr. Thomas Chauke. So that's how powerful this guy is. But Benny Mayengani took a risk at the career inception, man. You just did first album and then second album. You be like, pooh. You be like, no, I'm going there. I'm fighting it. But we must never ever forget that the team behind the production Benny Mayengani was not some people who were just chance takers, were upcoming artists. They were solid. And at the center of everything was Dr. Joe Shirman. That is why the next video we're going to cover how did Dr. Joe stay relevant throughout the years. So Benny Mayengani kuva angavangina kuchava ku nangulanza Dr. Thomas Chauke. I'm going to fight this bulldog. I'm going to find this bull. Like anaritrotia I'm in that near humuli. But humuli we did so you tell die. Yeah, but I was like, as small as I am, I'm going to fight. I'm going to a war. That is very risky because once you start beefing people, never secretary war bangakutsika. Ite abahlala Makhuvele abartifenda da Benny Mayengani bangutsiki ndoko vulavula loko ufonela hlala Makhuvele Benny Mayengani ya performa kwini wo drop because of beef. So but that's a risk. That's all about music. Titele nqamle beef and taransiwe. So that's how the guy dislodged Dr. Thomas Chauke. And that he was successful. Benny Mayengani took the game to another level. Took it from where Dr. Thomas Chauke left it, and look at where it is today. Most booked artists, most relevant artists is getting booked and nothing because what? Very, very, very smart. Is Dr. Thomas Chauke the greatest of all time? It's a very difficult one to answer, but in my own opinion, no cap, yes. Whatever I did, man, you won awards outside Watsonga like the summer. So what more do you want? You got honored even by the president, and man, everything is just there for you to read. So for me, Dr. Thomas Chauke is the greatest of all time. Is Benny Mayengani the greatest of all time? The answer is no. Benny Mayengani is the greatest of all time in his generation. So that is now. If you want to know, if you want to speak about artists, even on top 5 albums, now, Benny Mayengani doesn't cut through. That's how powerful and smart he is. Another thing that made Benny Mayengani to dislodge this old man was recruiting the youth. And even through joining EFF, that thing worked for him. But he joined EFF later. But I'm just saying, recruiting the youth to listen to music. Because what Dr. Thomas Chauke but Benny Mayengani said the Babel. So youth could relate more to Benny Mayengani than this old man anymore. And also this man didn't have energy anymore. He started skipping years because I so in a nutshell, Benny Mayengani managed to dislodge Dr. Thomas Chauke successfully. So that was intentional. After that Power Rangwan, after that Dr. Thomas Chauke, you win an award there, but we have Power Rangwan. So you can leave your views, you can put your views here, and I can allow you to engage me in anyhow. 0765661277. We can engage them. We can even have a video discuss about all of these dynamics. So mina ni Jaimito, mina ni Mayababa.
Vakhandle Group lo intlawa lowu nga ku heleketaka evuvuseleni bya wena hi ndlela yo hlawuleka naswona u nga ha tlhela vuyeriwa wa ha ri kwala misaveni. Swiyenge swa Vakhandle Group swi katsa leswi: muganga basic laha u joinaka 50 rand u vuyeriwa hi 5000 rand, u kuma tende na 100 wa switulu. Mobile toilet, muganga unveiling benefits, u kuma 5000 rand, lodi yin'we ya tihunyi, decoration, tende na 100 wa switulu. Laha u chayelaka hi 50 rand ku tlhela ku va na leswi: muganga premium leyi ku nyikaka 15000 rand, tende na 200 wa switulu. Yi tlhela yi va na legal advice. Muganga super premium yi ku nyika 15000 rand, yi tlhela yi ku nyika vanhu va ntlhanu vo pfuna masiku manharhu. Muganga cash only benefit laha u kumaka 50000 rand loko u chayela hi 140, kasi loko u chayela hi 120 u kuma 10000 rand. Ku kuma vuxokoxoko bana riqingho kumbe whatsappa eka 064 755 5674. U nga ha kuma vuxokoxoko na le ka website ya vakhandlegroup.co.za kumbe u rhumela rungula eka email info@vakhandlegroup.co.za. Vakhandle Group, we are family.